I had what most people would call a dream job. Good money, stability. Everything looked right on the outside. But inside, I was struggling. I was going through one of the hardest times in my life. Divorce, pressure, stress building every single day. And the truth is, the thought of going back to that same job every day was slowly breaking me. I left a six-figure salary job, not due to laziness, not because I lacked ability, but because I felt as though I was dying inside. And what's chilling, from the outside, it seemed like I had it all. I held what many would label a dream position: good salary, security, order. I earned a criminology degree. I operated some of the largest mining trucks globally. On paper, I had achieved my goals. But life isn't solely about what's on paper. What people didn't notice was the turmoil occurring behind closed doors. I was facing a divorce, financial strain, mounting stress. And even though I earned a decent income, mentally, emotionally, I was unraveling. Every single day began to feel burdensome, not in a physical sense, but mentally. Waking up to return to the same job, the same atmosphere, it was no longer mere work. I felt like I was losing touch with myself. And that's an experience seldom discussed. Then one day, it dawned on me. I kept questioning myself. How long can I continue like this? Because this had evolved beyond mere stress. I honestly felt, if this continued, a heart attack could be on the horizon at 40. Let that resonate. And that's when everything shifted. I faced two options: press on, keep earning, keep dismissing how I felt, or take a leap and transform my life. Let me clarify, this was not an easy choice. Leaving behind security, walking away from consistent income, that's not something one decides on a whim. I'm not here to tell you, quit your job tomorrow. That's not my message. However, what I am conveying is this: life is far too short to awaken each day in agony. Too limited to endure a life that's gradually suffocating you. Too brief to overlook what your mind and body signal. For me, it became more than just myself. I started reflecting on my children, my two wonderful daughters. What type of life am I crafting if I'm absent for their growth? What's the purpose of generating income if it costs you your existence? I made the choice, not because I had it all sorted, but because I recognized something had to change. Today, I can honestly declare, I'm grateful I did. If you're watching this and you're feeling trapped, if you sense there's more to existence, listen to that inner voice. You need not rush, but don't ignore it either. Subscribe, and let's navigate this together. I took a moment, reflecting on everything. Every late night, every missed family gathering, it became evident that this wasn't the life I desired. Experiencing moments of clarity felt both frightening and freeing. I began to see myself in a new light, a light not dimmed by pressure or expectations. That realization gave me peace. In the end, it was about reclaiming my narrative, rewriting the story I had followed for so long. I knew I had to be bold and take back my life. This journey wouldn't only benefit me, but it would also serve my daughters and the legacy I yearned to build. Every step toward change felt huge yet intimidating, but I persevered, driven by the desire to forge a life worth living, not solely for myself, but for them. We all warrant feeling joy, not dread. Keep in mind, this journey isn't linear. There are twists and turns, with highs and lows. Yet every minor progress is a victory. I welcome the uncertainty, the fear, and the thrill, because the crucial part was beginning to move toward a future that thrilled me. Every risk I took, every moment of uncertainty, was another brick laid in the foundation of my new existence. I learned the importance of embracing discomfort and finding strength in vulnerability. This journey wasn't focused on perfection, but rather on growth and uncovering my true self. With each passing day, I felt more aligned with my values, dreams, and purpose. I recognized that real success isn't measured in wealth, but in the joy and fulfillment we nurture, and in the moments shared with those who truly matter. I cherished the laughter of my daughters and the quiet times spent making memories. At that moment, I knew I was truly living. It wasn't merely about escaping the previous life, but embracing a version of myself that flourished. Now, each morning I rise, I feel a sense of gratitude and excitement. The fear of failure transformed into hope, and a commitment to thrive for both myself and my family. Life is a beautiful journey, and I choose to embrace it wholeheartedly. Every day felt like a chance to redefine who I am. I began dreaming bigger, picturing a life filled with possibilities. Every morning brought fresh energy. Potential was everywhere. Conversations shifted from routine, mundane ones to inspiring aspirations. When I gazed in the mirror, I observed resilience. It was thrilling to break free from my past's shadows. I actively sought out experiences that ignited my passion. I surrounded myself with uplifting and inspiring individuals. As I traversed this new journey, I found my voice. I started advocating for myself and establishing boundaries. The freedom I uncovered was exhilarating. It propelled my journey. I came to understand that life wasn't about adhering to a fixed path. It was about creating a unique journey of my choosing. And in this realization, profound joy unfolded. Each day became a canvas, awaiting colors of my selection. I painted my life with intentions that resonated within my heart. Gradually, the vision of who I was and who I aspired to be merged into a beautiful harmony of purpose. With every choice, I moved closer to my true self. I felt empowered to embrace the complete spectrum of living, and so my journey progressed, fueled by hope and courage. Keep in mind, embracing change requires time and patience. Every small victory deserves recognition, no matter how trivial it seems. In the end, it's about nurturing the seeds of transformation, trusting they'll blossom into a reality of fulfillment and happiness. And that's the essence of our collective journey, together. If anything I said today hit you, if you've ever felt stuck, overwhelmed, or like there's more to life, just know this: you're not alone. This channel isn't about perfection, it's about real life, real decisions, and real growth. So if you're ready to think differently, live differently, and actually take control of your life, subscribe, and let's build something better, together. I'll see you in the next one.